Dos nananana ni ehi hanabeto. Thank you to Chairman Barrasso and community members for inviting me to testify on this important subject. I come to you from one of the most beautiful places in the world, the Wind River Reservation in Wyoming. Our community is rich in culture and tradition, and we are blessed with our youth, shine with promise and potential. And we are struggling. We suffer high rates of alcohol and drug abuse, as well as unemployment and poverty. Our beautiful community has been classified as notorious, deadly, and renowned for brutal crime in the media. We directly see and feel the cost of alcohol and drug abuse in our community. Many times we think of the costs of alcohol and drug abuse, we focus on the financial costs. We consider how much money we're spending on the justice system, including law enforcement, courts, and corrections. On Wind River, over 90% of the crime is drug and alcohol related. There are also the costs to victims of crime, property destruction, and theft. In 2014, a victim incurred over $500,000 of medical costs in one single incident. Medical costs related to alcohol and drug abuse deplete already limited resources in our community. On Wind River, those high-cost patients that abuse alcohol and tobacco outnumber patients who do not use 16 to 5. High-cost patients are those that incur over $100,000 of expenses in a year. Employers lose thousands of dollars a year due to high turnover rates in our community. There's an increase of rate of illness and job abandonment due to alcohol and drugs. If a person is willing to get help, the cost of treatment includes the average stay at inpatient at $450 a day. For a stay of 90 days for one person, it's over $40,000. In 2014, at the White Buffalo Republic Recovery Program in Arapaho, we served over 100 individuals. The cost is $4 million to accommodate this need. This is not considering the cost of transportation to and from the closest inpatient facility, which is 264 miles away from our community. Families who would like to participate and support an individual must travel these distances also. Many of these individuals have always lived on the reservation in which they're the majority. We place them in these facilities where they are subject to a minority experience for months. Facilities are limited in knowledge and understanding of Native culture and tradition, and treatment is a difficult process. We expect somebody to change their life in a matter of months. Alcohol and drug abuse is not limited to the person. Children, parents, grandparents, aunts, and uncles suffer the cost of their family members' abuse. It is overwhelming to watch a family member destroy their life with alcohol and drugs. This can lead to family members feeling anxiety, fear, anger, concern, embarrassment, or guilt or shame. Due to the correlation with violence, many families are subject to trauma from witnessing violence or being subject to physical or sexual abuse. This adds pressure to the limited resources of mental health services and social services. One of the most devastating costs is the human costs, the loss of life in which can never be included in an additional line item on next year's budget. No amount of funding can replace this cost. On Wind River, 76% of unnatural deaths, such as accident, suicide, and homicide, are alcohol and drug related. Alcohol and drug use increase the odds of death 16.9 times and equal 42.3 years of life lost in our community. Cancer, heart disease, cirrhosis, and diabetes are also major causes of death to our tribal population in Wyoming and are directly related to or contributed to by substance abuse. Individuals that use alcohol are more likely to die at 35 to 39 years of age on Wind River. Based on mortality rates in our close-knit community, we lose a life nearly every week of the year. The loss of life contributes to more trauma on our families and our community. The loss of a tribal member is also a cost to our language, our culture, our traditions, and our future. It's disheartening to think of all these costs to our way of life, especially because it's preventable. Thank you.